I'm sure that we all love to travel and explore new places. Me too. I've always wanted to travel, but I didn't travel at all when I was growing up because I just couldn't afford it. I even went to college to become a travel agent because I had heard that you get to travel quite a bit if you work as a travel agent. Well, that didn't work out. A long story. Fortunately, in the recent years, we've done a bit of traveling. I love to plan our trips by myself. I love to do research and explore new places by myself. It's amazing, it's fun, it's mind opening and eye opening. But when you travel by yourself, not on tour and without a guide, you need to communicate with people. And not just for making an order in a restaurant or getting coffee. You might get into different sorts of situations. You might get into a hospital, God forbid. You might have issues with your hotel or at customs. Or you might get lost in an unknown city in a foreign country. We were in such situations and it is a little bit unnerving. For example, a couple of years ago, we went on our first self-planned trip to Rome. When we landed, we had Wi-Fi at the airport. We knew where we needed to go and where our hotel was, but we didn't know how to get there. And as we were on a budget, we couldn't take a taxi. So we asked for the directions at the information desk. The lady told us that we needed to take a subway train and then a bus. And off we went. We went to the subway, and sure thing that when we left the airport, we didn't have the internet, so we couldn't Google things. When we got off the train, we started searching for the bus we needed, and we couldn't find it for a very long time, so we started asking people. Luckily, English is an international language, and you can find someone who speaks English everywhere. We found a person who sent us to another bus stop. We took our bus, but we got off at the wrong stop. So once again, we needed help and we started asking people. Thank God that we got off the bus not that far away from our hotel. At the time, it was a bit of a problem for me to try to explain my situation to people and ask for directions in English because I was nervous because we were lost and because I was afraid that people would not understand me. So knowing how to ask for directions in English is without a doubt something that will come in handy, owing to the fact that you might already be stressed when you get lost. So we don't need to stress over what to say and how to say things in English. So today we'll learn how to ask for directions in English. But before we get into this, I want to mention the sponsor of today's video, Lingoda, an online language school. Stay tuned to find out more about their offer. First of all, when you go up to a person, don't forget to be polite, greet them, and excuse yourself because you might be interrupting or disturbing them. The simplest and the most common thing people say is, "Excuse me, hi, could you help me? I got lost." Or "Can you help me?" But could sounds more polite. "Hello, excuse me, I got turned around. Could you help me?" To get turned around is the same as to get lost. Or instead of "excuse me," you could say "sorry to interrupt you" if you see that a person is doing something or talking to someone. "Hello, sorry to interrupt you. I got turned around. Could you help me, please?" If the answer is yes, then you can proceed to ask them the following questions. "I need to get to," and then say the name of the street or your hotel or some attraction or a subway station, etc. For example, "I need to get to Stewart Hotel in Chelsea on 7th Avenue. Could you tell me the best way to get there?" or the quickest way to get there. Or "Could you tell me the best way to get to Stewart Hotel in Chelsea on 7th Avenue?" Or "What is the best way to get to Stewart Hotel in Chelsea on 7th Avenue?" Or just "Could you tell me the best way to get to?" and say where you need to go. Or you can use one of these questions. "Where is?" "Do you know where?" Or "Can you tell me the way to?" and say where you need to go or what you need to find. You could also ask these questions. How can I get to the Empire State Building, for instance? Which subway line should I take to get to the Empire State Building? Is it far from here? Can I walk there? Can I take a bus to get there, or is it better to take a taxi? If you're traveling on a budget, this would be a reasonable question as taxis might be very expensive. Sometimes you might not know how to spell what you need to find. For example, they told you the name of the street or the name of the bar on the opposite side of which the bus stop is. And you'd like to use Google Maps, but you don't know how to spell that. You might ask, "Could you show me on Google Maps?" Or "Could you type it in for me, please? I'm afraid I don't know how to spell that." If you don't even know where you are, This happens if you're not in an English-speaking country and you can't read signs and your phone died, or if you are like me, you can ask, "Hello, excuse me, I got turned around. Where exactly am I?" And then ask how to get to the place you need. Alternatively, you can ask a person to use their phone or call a taxi for you. "Hello, excuse me, I got turned around and I don't know how to get to my hotel and my phone just died. Could you call a taxi for me, please? Here's the address of my hotel." Yeah, a word of advice. Write down all the important addresses on a piece of paper or print them out, just as a precaution. You can also go to the nearest bar and ask them if you can charge your phone there. "Hi, excuse me, my phone just died. Can I charge it here?" A logical question might be, "But will I understand what people are saying to me?" So if you're not in an English-speaking country, it is most likely that people won't use the complicated constructions and super complex words. They will speak using a simple language and words. If you are in an English-speaking country, then when people hear that you're a foreigner, they will most likely try to use a simple language too, so as not to overcomplicate things for you. If they start by saying, "Head southeast," just go ask someone else. However, it is always a good idea to practice saying all these things with someone or act out a situation or just talk about traveling, and also increase your vocabulary in this area. That's why I'd like to suggest to you our longtime partner, Lingoda, which is an online language school where you can also learn German, Spanish, and French, not just English. With Lingoda, you can have either one-on-one lessons or you can learn in small group classes. And what I think is super convenient is that you can have lessons 24/7, literally any time that suits you from anywhere in the world. Considering that people are very busy these days, it's a huge plus. From time to time, they offer intensive language challenges that last 2 or 3 months. This sprint challenge will last for 2 months. If you've been following us for some time, then you know that we've been partnering with them for years now, and we've had a lot of positive reviews about their sprints. And the pretty exciting thing is, well, let's be honest, the most exciting thing is that you will have the opportunity to get 100% of the money that you will pay for the course back. So if your New Year's resolution was to learn or improve your English, then this is your chance. Now, let me explain to you how it works. You can take either 15 classes or 30 classes a month for 2 months. If you attend 30 classes per month for 2 months, 60 lessons in total, you will get 100% cash back. If you attend 15 classes per month for 2 months, 30 lessons in total, you will get 50% cash back. The sprint starts on February 11th and the registration period closes on February 1st. And of course, I have a discount code for you, which you will find in the description box and in the pinned comment, and it is $25 off of the deposit. This will be a highly immersive language experience as the lessons are created by a team of linguistics experts. And if you commit to this challenge, it will most definitely take your English to another level. If you're not considering courses or one-on-one lessons, then don't forget about preparation. Preparation is key. So before going somewhere, you might even write down or make notes on your phone with these examples or the names of the streets nearby your hotel or attractions, or you can take a look at the map or read about the transportation system. And finish your conversation with a thank you and have a nice day, of course. I didn't include giving directions in English in this video because it's a bit more difficult and it would be too much for one video, but I will make a video on giving directions in English in the future. Okay guys, that's it for this video. I really hope it was useful, and don't forget about the discount code in the description box on the Lingoda Sprint Challenge, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!